everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. Welcome to another episode of our Real English Conversations. We're here to make learning English natural, practical, and fun for your everyday life.
That's right. And today we're tackling something that makes a lot of English learners nervous: phone conversations. We'll be sharing 100 essential phrases you can use whenever you pick up the phone.
Phone calls can be tricky, can't they? You don't have body language or facial expressions to help you. It's just your voice and the words you choose.
Exactly. And phone English has its own special expressions that native speakers use without even thinking. Whether you're making business calls, chatting with friends, scheduling appointments, or dealing with unexpected situations, this episode will boost your confidence.
If you enjoyed today's lesson, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It really supports what we do here.
So, Marco, how are you feeling today?
Honestly, a little sleepy. I was up too late reading a book, but I'm wide awake now that we're recording. How about you?
I'm full of energy. Recording days are my favorite. Hey, speaking of phone calls, tell me about your weekend.
Oh, it's funny you ask. I tried calling a restaurant to book a table, and I was so nervous I kept stumbling over my words. My brother thought it was hilarious because I completely forgot to give my name when they asked.
Oh no, what did they say?
The host asked, "May I have your name, please?" And I just went blank. Silence for about 3 seconds.
That's exactly why we're doing this episode. Even when we're practicing, phone conversations can throw us off. When was your last nerve-wracking phone call?
Actually, just the other day, I had to call my dentist to book a checkup, and the receptionist talked so quickly I had to ask her to repeat herself 3 times.
See? It happens to all of us, and that's what we're going to fix today. Everything from picking up the phone to wrapping up the conversation gracefully.
Perfect. Let's jump right in.
So, Marco, what's your go-to phrase when you answer your personal phone?
I usually keep it simple with just, "Hello." Pretty casual. What about you?
If I don't recognize the number, I say, "Hello, this is Erica." I like letting people know they've reached the right person right away.
That's smart. How does it change when you're at work?
At work, I'm more formal. Something like, "Good morning, this is Erica speaking," or "Erica Chin, how can I help you?" Though every workplace has its own style.
I always wonder about the best way to identify myself. Is there a difference between "this is Marco" and "Marco speaking"?
Both work perfectly well. You can also simply say, "speaking," if someone asks for you specifically. Like if they say, "May I speak to Marco?" You can just respond with "speaking."
Really? That's so straightforward. What about when I'm the one making the call?
Always start by introducing yourself. "Hello, this is Marco calling." Or, "Hi, this is Marco from the English Fluency Podcast."
And if I'm calling a business like a restaurant or clinic?
Get straight to the point. "I'd like to make a reservation," or "I'm calling to schedule an appointment." Clear and direct works best.
Makes sense. But what happens when someone else answers and the person I need isn't available? This trips me up.
That's really common. You need phrases for asking to speak with someone. Try, "May I speak to Sarah, please?" Or, "Is Dr. Johnson available?" Or, "Could you put me through to the sales department?"
Put me through means connect me, right?
Exactly. You might hear a receptionist say, "I'll put you through now," or "Please hold while I put you through."
Okay, let me practice. If I call a company and need the manager, I'd say, "Hello, this is Marco. May I speak to the manager, please?"
Perfect. Now, if they tell you the person isn't available, they might say, "I'm sorry, she's not available right now," or "He's in a meeting at the moment."
So what should I do then? Just hang up?
Definitely not. You've got options. You can ask when to call back, when would be a good time to reach them, or leave a message. "Could I leave a message, please?"
Leaving messages is another challenge for me. I always forget key details.
A good message has 3 things: your name, your number, and why you're calling. Like,
Please tell her Marco called. My number is 555-1234. I'm calling about tomorrow's meeting.
Should I slow down when giving my number?
Yes, speak clearly and maybe even repeat it. My number is 555-1234. That's 555-1234.
Great tip. What if I'm the one taking a message for someone else?
Then you ask, would you like to leave a message? Or can I take a message? Make sure you write everything down, name, number, and the reason they called.
What are polite ways to ask someone to wait? Sometimes I need to find information.
You can say, "Could you hold for a moment, please?" Or just, "Please hold." With friends, you might say, "Hang on a second."
And what should I say when I come back?
Always acknowledge their patience. "Thank you for holding," or "Sorry to keep you waiting."
What if the connection is bad or I can't hear well?
Try, "I'm sorry, could you speak up, please?" Or, "The connection isn't very good. Could you repeat that?"
Speak up means talk louder?
Exactly. It's very natural. You could also say, "Could you speak a bit more slowly if they're talking too fast?"
And if I completely miss what they said?
Use, "I didn't catch that." It's polite and common. "I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Could you repeat it?"
That sounds much better than just saying, "What?"
Much more natural. Now, let's talk about ending calls. This can feel awkward.
It really can. How do I say goodbye without being rude?
First, signal that you're wrapping up. Try, "Well, I should let you go," or "I think that covers everything." If you need to end the call, give a reason. "I have another call coming in, so I need to run."
Then how do I actually say goodbye?
For professional calls, "Thank you for calling," or "Thanks for your time." For personal calls, "Talk to you soon," or "Take care."
What about confirming details before hanging up?
Always a good idea. Just to confirm, the meeting is at 3 p.m. tomorrow, correct? Or, "Let me make sure I have this right."
And if I need to call back later?
"I'll call you back later." Or, "Can I call you back in an hour?"
Let's practice some specific situations. What if I'm making an appointment?
Start with, "I'd like to make an appointment," or "I'd like to schedule an appointment." Then they'll ask about dates and times.
How do I say what works for me?
"Do you have anything available on Monday morning?" Or, "What times do you have next week?" If you need to change it, say, "I need to reschedule my appointment."
And for restaurants?
"I'd like to make a reservation for Friday night." Or, "Do you have a table for 4 at 7 p.m.? They'll ask for your name, phone number, and party size.
What if they're fully booked?
They might say, "I'm sorry, we're fully booked at 6:30. We have a table at 7 or 8. Then you choose. Fully booked means no tables available.
What about calling a store to check for a product?
Ask, "Do you carry Nike shoes in size 10? Or do you have the new iPhone in stock?" In stock means available now. Out of stock means they don't have it.
And customer service calls? Those can be stressful.
"I'm calling because I have a problem with my order." Be specific about what's wrong. If you're frustrated, stay polite but firm. "I'm not satisfied with this," or "This is unacceptable."
What if they put me on hold forever?
When they come back, you can say, "I've been on hold for 20 minutes. Can someone help me, please?"
Emergency calls are different. What should I say in those situations?
Stay calm and speak clearly. Say, "I need help," or "This is an emergency," immediately. Then give your location. "I'm at 123 Main Street," and explain what's happening.
Good to know. What about wrong numbers?
If someone calls you by mistake, say, "I think you have the wrong number," or "There's no one here by that name." If you dial wrong, apologize. "I'm sorry, I must have dialed the wrong number."
And voicemail. What's the best way to leave a message?
Hi, this is Marco calling for Sarah. My number is 555-1234. I'm calling about the project deadline. Please call me back when you can. Thanks.
How long should it be?
About 20-30 seconds. Enough information, not the whole story.
Conference calls have their own rules, don't they?
They do. Always say your name before speaking. "This is Marco. I think we should..." And mute yourself when you're not talking to avoid background noise.
What if I need to interrupt politely?
Use excuse me or sorry to interrupt, but if I may add something.
And if the call keeps cutting out?
Say, you're breaking up or I'm losing you. Then suggest, let me call you back on a different line.
One last thing. What if I accidentally call someone?
Just apologize. I'm so sorry, that was a pocket dial. Or, my apologies, I didn't mean to call you.
Pocket dial is when your phone calls someone by accident from your pocket?
Exactly. We also say butt dial, but that's more casual and funny.
Okay, let's review some key vocabulary from today.
Great idea. First word, available, meaning free or ready to talk. Is the manager available?
Next, hold, to wait on the phone. Please hold.
Confirm, to verify information. Just to confirm, your appointment is at 2 p.m.?
Reschedule, to change an appointment time. I need to reschedule.
Put through, to connect a call. I'll put you through to his office.
Speak up, to talk louder. Could you speak up, please?
I didn't catch that. I didn't hear or understand. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
In stock, available to buy. Do you have this in stock?
Inquire, to ask formally. I'm calling to inquire about.
Follow up, to contact again. I'll follow up next week.
Apologize, to say sorry. I apologize for the confusion.
Get back to reply later. I'll get back to you tomorrow.
That's a solid list. Let's organize everything we've covered.
Good idea. First, answering the phone. Hello, this is Erica, for personal calls. For work, good morning, Marco speaking.
When making calls, identify yourself. Hi, this is Erica calling. State your purpose clearly.
Asking for someone. May I speak to Erica, please? If they're unavailable, leave a message with your name, number, and reason.
Managing the call. Could you hold, please? Could you repeat that? Could you speak up? And always thank them for waiting.
Ending calls. Signal first. I should let you go. Then goodbye. Thanks for calling. Or talk soon.
For appointments, I'd like to schedule/reschedule an appointment. For restaurants, I'd like to make a reservation for number at time.
For stores, do you have product in stock? For customer service, I'm calling about a problem with.
For emergencies, this is an emergency. I'm at location.
And voicemail. Keep it short and include your name, number, and reason.
See, when you break it down, phone conversations follow predictable patterns. Once you learn these phrases, you're prepared for almost anything.
I already feel more confident. Now we want to hear from our listeners.
Yes, our question of the day. What phone situation makes you most nervous? And which phrase from today will you try next time?
For me, calling to complain about something is the hardest. I'll use I'm not satisfied with because it's clear but polite.
I get nervous when people speak too quickly. I'll definitely use I didn't catch that. Could you speak more slowly?
So tell us in the comments, what's your most stressful phone situation? Maybe it's calling your boss, making appointments, or answering unknown numbers.
And share which phrase you'll practice. Something like, doctor's appointments make me nervous. I'll use, I'd like to schedule an appointment, and just to confirm.
We read all your comments and love hearing from you. It helps us create better episodes.
If this episode helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell so you never miss a new lesson.
We post new episodes every week to help you on your English journey.
Remember, confidence comes with practice. Every phone call is an opportunity to improve. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Even native speakers get nervous sometimes.
The important thing is to communicate clearly and kindly. Keep practicing, and these phrases will start to feel natural.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a wonderful day, wherever you are in the world.
Keep learning, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.